Hello everyone, how are you? Nice to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a long time. Okay. Hello Heather, hello Davida. How are you? How are you girls? Let's see if I can share it. So hot here. I'm just here because I was bored. It's late here. It's close to 11 p.m. And we were supposed to be doing a live with Neri so she can have her distance, but she had technical difficulties, so the stream didn't start. And I was sitting on the desk and say, cleaning some stuff and organizing, and say, why don't go live? Just staring on my group. It's so hot here. It's 11 and still the kids are outside. Yeah, we'll do some of those today. For some reason, I start doing those. It's very easy to make. So thank you everyone for coming. How are you ladies? How have you been doing? It's really hot here, so I have the fan on. It's under the desk, so if you, I know you guys will try. Yeah, she really has some amazing goodies to show you, and she wants to discuss them and all that stuff. And for some reason, she having issues with her computer. So the funny thing is that, hello, Michelle, how are you? The funny thing is that a few minutes ago, before, we were talking on Hangout, and it was fine. Her camera was working, and her laptop was working, and I don't know. And I'm not there so I can see what's wrong and help her. I don't know if you can hear the noise outside. It's close to 11 p.m. and the kids are awake and running, and Greek summer in the neighborhood. So tell me your news. How are you? Yeah, it's so hot. Do you want to know how hot it is? Sorry for that. It's so hot that the glue stick is melting. If you see, can you see how creamy it is? It's melting. The glue sticks are melting from from the heat. It's really hot here. Those bead flowers are beautiful. I will do a tutorial so you will have a better image because I know how crappy my connection is. And I will do a tutorial on this. And I have been so long out, so I have forgot to live stream. And I have been doing this before we were live with Neri. And it's actually blinks. You can use them for flower center. You can even make them as savings or brooches or whatever you wish. And you can make them in any size you wish. Can you see? This is a small one, this is a big one. And these ones, these two, are with, let me show you. This is a small one and this is a big one. Hello, Nick, how are you? This is a big one, this is a small one. And these are with transparent beads. The other ones were with pearls, and these were with transparent beads. You can make them as big or as small as you wish, and you can use whatever you wish for flower for center, and you can make them to be your blinks on your projects, on your subsic projects, on your, on flower centers, or even make them as brooches or earrings or whatever you wish. Oh, didn't actually come to do the live stream. I just came to so we can chat. So how I do it, and it's very economical to make. I get this come on, use your brain. You will need the glue gun, needle and thread. It will be better if you have not thread, but if you have the transparent material that's a little bit elastic also, and they use it to make bracelets. I don't know the name of it. And I got these pearls from China, and it's the 10 millimeters, and it's 100 pearls in this bag, and it was 56 cents. I don't remember how much it was, but you know me. If I go there, I spent crazy amount of money, like 2-3 euros, and I say it's that I went shopping. So let me find. I usually take a lid of the jar and put them so I won't chase them around. And then we need spacer beads. And I got those also from China, and you take the back of it, and it's 50 pieces for 52 cents it was. I have never used it, but it's not a wire, Heather. It's the elastic thing. It's like how it's the fish thing that the fishermen using to catch the fish, that transparent plastic thread. There is a similar thing. You can find them in those stores, but in craft stores, also in fabric stores. And that thing is elastic and transparent. And it's like a thread. And you use it to make bracelets. It's 20 here. Isn't it 20 over there? It must be 21. Hello, Crafty Kim. Welcome. Isn't it 21 over there, Nikki? 21 of July. So I don't know the English word of it that you can use, but I don't know. Did you understand, Heather, what I'm saying? If you go and ask the transparent elastic cord, it's not a cord. Oh, my English. The fisherman has a transparent plastic thing that they put so they can fish on the stick. That thing comes in different fats, different lengths. And it's very thin and it's fatter and wider and all that stuff. That thing exists in an elastic version of it. And it's better to make with that than this thread, because with the thread you don't have the elasticity that you need, but we work with what you get. Fishing line. Yeah, that fishing line exists in an elastic also version. It's transparent like fishing line. It's sturdy as a fishing line, but it's elastic, so they use it to make bracelets. So when you make some bead bracelets that they are elastic and they are very sturdy and they don't break. So let's see with what we will do. I have pink, I have white. Let's do it with so you will need 5 beads and 5 spacers. Nothing mathematical here. Tell me your news, girls. I have been out so long. Sorry for the bad quality. I see in YouTube that it's so blurry. It's really, really blurry. And you do the super hard thing, one beat, one spacer, one beat, one spacer. You know, I think the first time that I actually saw someone making blink flower centers, it was D. D is oh, the English lady D, Cranky's Crafter best friend. Oh gosh, I forgot her YouTube name. Betsy Doolittle. I remember it, Betsy Doolittle. And it was the first time. She's very, very creative and she makes amazing. And one of the spacers lost her bead. Can you see? Don't worry, we'll put it on the lower part and we won't see it. No, not Jenny. It was D. D is Betsy Doolittle. That's the first person I saw doing this. So as you saw, I put, sorry, so I can show you, pearl, spacer, pearl, spacer, pearl, spacer, and it was 5 of those. 5 of each. And now we'll do a knot. Yes, she's a UK lady. She's friend of Sarah, the Cranky Crafter. Oh, I'm making you so bored that you already left. It's okay. And I'm doing a double knot to make sure. And that's why you need the elastic. It will be better now. But no worries. Hello, Kiki. How are you? And that's the dogs. Now, because I have put thread, I will go and not just a tiny bit of blue, just a tiny. Don't think that it will be too much if I manage to go there. And because it's threads and it's not elastic, so the knot, because I got it too close, it can't untie or break. I'm fine, thank you. I'm really hot. It's so freaking hot that I sweat even when I sleep. Wow, this spacer has lost a lot of stones. Okay, that's not nice. That's not nice. I have to fix another one. Yep, I have to fix another one, not discuss it. I didn't see it. I saw one stone leaving, and I thought that it's only one stone that is missing teeth and stones. One spacer that is missing stone. Lidl have glue guns in this week. Michelle, we don't have the same offers like you do and the same products like you do. Each country has a different offer. I have a go online and sell it. And the Scandinavian countries, for example, they get more pretty stuff for decoration. We don't do that. And they haven't put any craft items for a really long time, but they will put again in December. Hello, Ian, how are you? How are you, man? How have you been? You busy guy? So as I was saying, Michelle, not every Lidl has the same offers. It's each month, each week. Hello, Dawn, how are you? So we found another person, and it's missing stones also. Jeez. Okay. It's the tools section on the website, not in craft. They don't have sections here. Okay, this. Okay, I will write a lot. So every spacer I got, it's missing stones. I will write a lot. Okay, this one doesn't miss. Jeez. I'm going to help here as well. I'm still alive. Still standing, do they call it? So, Spacer, Pearl, Spacer, Spacer. And smart me, I didn't took the bad ones out. Check now, Nikki. Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice day at work, Nikki. Take care. How's your grandkid? Let's find. Wait. Thank you, Kiki. Spacer. This one. And you can see the stones inside the bag. It's like somehow they didn't tie it enough. So the stones are falling from the spacers. Spacer. And the other. Ian, did you do the exhibition? No. You know, with your art. How are you, Michelle? And how are you, Heather? Okay, and on Pearl. Let's see. Last week we have drama on the neighborhood. Some idiot that lives next door to me got really drunk or stoned or whatever. I don't know. Okay. So he got really little have enough, and so's what offers coming in. Yeah, no. I see that online. Plus here they give us flyers every week. They spread flyers on the door. And I also see the online store in case we don't have a flyer. But I told you what you get. Oh, okay. Michelle, you know what I will do? I will send you the link to the Greek, or you can do it online by yourself and click Lidl, GR, and you will see the different stuff that they have here than in other countries. Do you know how I know that? How I check that? Why I check that? Because you know Martha she's from Poland or something, and she saw some stuff, some craft items that she had there. It was paste and all the stuff, and I say, wow, we don't get that here. And I went to her country's Lidl and I saw the difference. As I said before, I put just a little bit of amount of glue here, just because we have the knot, and I don't want to leave it untied. And now you can cut it by hand. I have this little circle punch from the China side, and I will cut the circle just because, and I don't have that done in everyone. For example, here I don't have a circle underneath. Here I have, here I have, here yes, here no, yes, and no. I don't always have to do that, but because this one is too big, I will try to squeeze it a bit, because if it was elastic, that's why you need the elastic. The elastic will hold it tight, but the thread is a bit loose and you see it moving. I don't know. Miss Martha lives in Ireland. Oh, okay. My mistake, sorry. I thought it was Poland. And that's the kitty. I have a new kitty. Yep. his mom was coming here and eating. Can you hear him? His mommy was coming here and eating, and I'm holding it and pressing it so it will stay there. And I start petting him, and no, the circle is too close. So. And now we'll take one of these flowers and put it as a center. If I manage not to glue my hands there. Because I always, and don't worry if you have glue on your pearls. When it's cold, you can remove it. He wants me to pick it up. Hi, Lynn, how are you? And you have to let it cool, and it's not cooling. Oops. I needed a bigger circle than the one I used. So this is it. Oops, can you see it? And threads all over the place. Glue strings, and more glue strings. But I like them. Oops, the light. Can you see it with the light? It's the light because it reflects. Oh, here he is. Hey, let me introduce you to him, and I haven't given him a name yet. And oh, Palaquinados. There he is, and she is a craft kitty. He comes and he's a moving disaster. He's really, really playful, and he runs, and now he will attack the screen. Oops. He will attack the screen. Other beads for other artwork are the beads for other. Yes, you use the neon to make. You use them to make. Now he's playing with the pearl. You use them to make flowers. This is flower centers, and you can put them. Let me zoom out a bit. Maybe you can see him. He's a boy. Oops, and he's playing with the beads now. And I'm telling you, he's a moving disaster. He's really cute and really, you know, he wants company. And his mom died recently. I don't know where and how. Okay, I have to chase him. But his mom was coming to the yard and we were feeding her, and she hasn't come for some days now. There he is. And imagine he's so nasty. He plays so much that the other day he almost broke my printer, and I was almost having a heart attack. He almost broke the printer because he was running, and I have the printer under the table on a plastic bin, on a big plastic bin, and because it has ink tags, and now he plays music. Because the printer has ink tags, while he was running, he moved the printer, he knocked on the printer, and he moved it, and the ink tanks fell, and they were hanging from the cords, you know, from the wires that they feed the printer. And I've had a heart attack. I say, oh, now the only thing I was missing is to damage the printer. But he's really funny, and he's really playful, and he sleeps a lot, and he farts. He really, really, really farts. And his mom died. I don't know how and where. I haven't seen her for more than 10 days. She hasn't come for food or anything, and she was here all the time for food. Yeah, the printer is okay, but let's make another one. Okay, he got up. He saw the threads now. The thread now, so he wants to play with the thread. And my cat is so jealous of him. He's really, really jealous of him. And I want to gather money so I can go and have him fixed. He's a boy. And I want to have him fixed because if you don't fix the boys, they get so aggressive and so nasty when they grow up. You don't need that. They really get nasty when they grow up because I had another boy. It was the brother of my cat that he was coming here. He was so sweet and all that stuff. And when he got older and he got adult, so he got in the, mating mood, he really, really become aggressive with everyone. And now he attacks other cats and he rapes females and all that stuff. And I don't like it. So I want to gather, but here it's expensive to fix a cat. Stamata. He's playing with the blinks. That's cat. Okay, that's it. Let's make another one. Everything it's a game for him. Everything is a game. Σταμάτα. Σταμάτα, θα το ρίξεις. So, how is your weather over there? Okay, sit down. Every sound makes an impression to him, and he's really interesting in what is going on. And he has no respect for the laptop, and he's climbing on the laptop. Oh, you wrote Greek. His name's House. Now, that's an interesting name. Now he's seeing himself on the screen. Oh, you wrote Greek. His name's House. Wow. Now, that's an interesting name. Now he's seeing. He turned the sound off. Sorry. He's really high tech. She's changing channels and stuff. Yeah, she really loves that. Everything is just something, impressive for him. Something interesting for him. Σταμάτα. I see. Oh, what's her name? She's a very good crafter. She makes amazing junk journals, and she has the cat the cat name is Leo. And the cat is so tranquil, so peaceful, so relaxed, so cool cat. He doesn't do any damage. He just climbs on the flower centers. And he climbs on her desk and he lays down and she puts the journal on him and she does the flip through. It's so nice. I don't have that luck. Anyway, I have to make a couple of journals so I can get him fixed. I bet it will cost me 2 or 3 journals to make him fixed because this cost it costs around 120 here, 120 euros, so it's around $150 to get the cut fixed just for the surgery. Cheap stuff, Let's see if he wants to go outside. Maybe he wants to go outside. Tina. Hey. He learned how to jump from the ladder, from the stairs to from the open window to the room, but he is not big enough to jump from the roof, from the room, from the floor to the stairs because it's higher. It's 1.5 yards. Don't talk to me about heat. You can imagine how hot it is. And if you live in an old house that it doesn't have, heat proof and all that stuff, it's so affected by the weather. I can't even craft. I can't even sit and craft. I have to have the fan hitting on my face, so I won't feel the heat. And last week, the fan was broken. That was a party. Last week or a couple of weeks ago, the fan was broken, and I had to spend 1 or 2 nights, without fan. Oh gosh, I couldn't sleep. I was sweating like a maniac. It was really bad. Really, really bad. Here it is. With you. Yes, I live in Crete, so we are even hotter than the rest of the Greece. It's nice. It's really nice. It's like a sauna. It's okay. Everyone comes here because they love that heat. It's nice if you are outside and go to swim and go to the sea. That it's amazing. If you go to vacation, it's amazing, amazing, amazing. But if you're stuck in a hot house, it's really not amazing. Okay, glued bad. When you're live, you do everything bad. I have that talent. Hi, Laura. How are you? The good thing is that when the glue is cold, you can remove it easily because the pearls are very silky. We found instructions for making swap cooler for have to get one of those tools that you pick your stones and pearls up. Because I got these pens, I got the pens, but they don't pick pearls. Can you see? They don't pick pearls. They pick all the small, like acrylic gem stuff, but not pearls. It was really hot and dry. Something rather not terribly far from Death Valley. Death Valley? Well, you go Valley Death. I remember it was 53 Celsius. Oh, wow. No, we don't go there. We don't go there. The hottest I have lived the hottest I have experienced in my life in this island is 45, 46. The usual is 40, 38 to 40, 42 in the summer in August. But 53, no, no. I haven't experienced 53 here. I don't think in Greece they have 53. Maybe once in their lifetime, I don't know. We hit 100 for fun. You're 100 for fun, but not 127. And when it's cold, you can remove the strings and glues. Here it is. Blingy, blingy. On our yard, we have the yards here is with walls, and you have metal doors. And on our yard, we have a metal door, and it's old. So yesterday, the dog was sitting there, and he was touching the door, and he is deaf. And she started scratching her ear, and she was scratching, and you could see the door banging, bam, 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 like that. He was banging the door, and I was calling her name to leave from the door, but she couldn't listen to me, couldn't hear me. It was fun, like an earthquake. Let it cool and play with this one also. Normally here, only 20 Celsius. We don't have dry heat. We have a lot of humidity, I must say. Not too much like, like your other place of the world, like Amazonas or something, not that much. But we have a lot of humidity. And it depends on which part of Greece are you living. And if you're living close to the sea or a bit higher. And some days you can go out and see your car looking like it's wet. You can see it like it's wet sometimes. But I live very close to the sea. But the funny thing is that there is other islands, and you see, I cut the thread and broke it. There are either other islands, and I have been in other islands, and they didn't have the humidity that we have here in this place for some reason. I don't know why we have so much here. Because we are an island and the other part was an island too, so it doesn't have to do that you're an island and it's close to the sea and all that stuff. It has to do, I don't know, I really don't know with what has to do for why some islands has more humidity like from other. I'm trying to remember. I really don't know why. And where's the needle? Here it's the needle, so we can glue the glue. But in this neighborhood especially, for example, the neighborhood that George was living, even though he was more close to the sea than I am, his neighborhood was really close to the sea compared to my neighborhood. And in this neighborhood, we have way more humidity that his neighborhood had. I remember when I was driving back from his house, at some point close to my neighborhood, it was like you were going to a different planet. You were entering a door and boom, you were going to a moisture place. I remember there is a song with the lyrics that say the valley of death. What flower center we will put here? Let's see. Oh yeah, I will do that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This pearl came from a wedding dress. The only thing that was worn on a wedding dress was these pearls. The only thing I liked on the wedding dress. Okay, use your brain. What did I want? I don't remember what I wanted. Do you live in Turfy? So tell me your news, ladies. What have you been doing when I was gone? Heather, where is Joyce? Did he fall asleep? We were talking earlier. And now this will be fun to try to glue this tiny girl on this tiny flower. Okay, wasn't that bad. And now try to glue this and this. Didn't that turn out bad? Close enough. Was a city, something but I grew up. It's not terribly far from Death Valley and nearly identical weather. When I put glue underneath, I also squeeze the beads close together so you won't see the thread. But we have to wait for the glue to dry. It's really funny. In the winter, this room is so cold that when you put the glue, it's turned to stone immediately, instantly. And now it's so hot that the glue doesn't dry. It's still soft and lots of glue strings. Load of glue strings. And I have to let it dry so I can cut this. Just out of curiosity, I check the weather. Anybody wants to guess their lowest? My lowest. Can I guess? Can I guess? What do I win? What do I win if I guess? Our weather or Nevada weather you checked? Here in Ohio, there we have storms, tornado, watch and flood. Watch in place. It was crying because it was a Fahrenheit house. In the house, it was 80, 87, or outside the house. That's my dogs. And my mother is going in the yard. The lowest. Oh, you grew on. 90. The lowest. You. Nanago. Oops. It don't pass. Why don't it pass? You're trying to learn from me. Yep. That's the dog. They have emergency air conditioning repairman because the heat is deadly. Wow. Do you know where it's weird about heat and the lowest and the highest? In Sahara. In Sahara, you will see 120, 130 in the day, and at night it will go below. It's crazy. It's really crazy. They have a huge variation between day and night temperatures. It's really, really crazy about their weather. The lowest and the highest that they have is really. No, we can put that there. We have to find something tiny. Teeny, 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 tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny. Okay, this one. My mother went out on the yard and now the cat is crying because she left her inside. Okay, let's Muppet Show. Muppet Show. Hello, Becky. How are you? Becky understands our drama. She has cats also. How are you, Becky? Okay, turn on the side so I can go with your hand. That's tiny. That's really tiny. And I have to wait so the glue will cool and I can remove it. I hate glue strings. What is crane? Let's remove the glue strings. Yep. What is crane? Heather, can you friend me on Facebook? A crane is a machine that is. Oh. So can you see the difference of the sizes from this one to this one? Look, this one with the flower in the center. How to build a new platform. That is also high. Software. I'm even getting myself bored. Wow. I have a huge fly and it's on the lamp because they love the lamps. Sorry, I tried to close it. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Believe many parts or attacks on Bear's attacks are junk. I will do another one and I'm waiting ideas. What do you want me to do next? Because this is really boring. And do you know what was more boring than this? Making charms. You make them and you spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and more hours and you're nowhere. You haven't done anything. And you watch it and say, wow, that's what I have been doing all day. Oh, hello, worse than even already. Counted home table on voice. When you're too lazy to pass another thread. But we have no room. I never understand why in the USA you have those air conditioners that close your window. Here we have for homes and for not very expensive homes, for normal homes, we have one unit outside, usually on your balcony or on the roof, and the other unit is inside. And they connected with tubes. I don't get why you have those ugly going on the window and closing your window and your view. It's like you don't like views or windows. I like big windows, big openings on the walls, so the light will come. Το δικό μου, το δικό σου πεπρωμένο είναι να είμαστε μαζί. Μια ζωή σε πειμένο και ακόμα σου. Problem is that we cannot live without the heater in a few months. So we put this one there. Nope, I need something else. It's another pearl there. No, it's too small. What do we put there? What? What can we put there? Mm-hmm. Πήγε εξαφανίσου τώρα. Πήγε εκεί. Πήγε εκεί. Πήγε εκεί. Εκεί φύγε. Α, δεν ακούς. Little joy got it for me. Yeah. Thank you so much, Baking, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if I want it like that. I don't know if I want it like that. What is Kylie Minogue? And what is she doing? No, it's too small. Ό,τι θυμάμαι χαίρομαι. Speeding around, out of my way. Oh, you're still here, Ian? You didn't tell me so I can give you the link. I thought you left. Thank you so much for stopping by, Ian. I thought you left, really. I didn't see you chatting or writing, so I thought you left. I will find you later what flower center I want for this. I don't know. I'm spinning around. Out of my way. I know you're feeling me because you like it like this. You know what I will do? I will make some envelopes. And like that, I'm starting making something and I lose focus very quickly and get bored and move on to the next one and I start doing all many stuff at the same time. And when I start cleaning the windows, I will stop doing the windows and stop grooming and then continue cleaning the windows and then stop something like and leave everything in the middle. Leave everything in the middle. That's lack of distraction. I don't focus. My fan is sleeping. What fan? Oh, hope you feel better soon. Don't care about the bills, just care to have enough to pay for them. Oh, I have news. For those that do prayers, pray for me. I applied for a job. It will take months and months till we get the results because it's a government, so it's like, thousands of people apply, but it's a good one. So we'll see. But when for government jobs, they have a weird thing here. I don't know what they have in other countries, but here for government jobs, especially when there is for the government, not for the city hall, they don't count how many months you're in the unemployment. Here we have an unemployment office, and if you're qualified, you get paid. If you're not qualified, you still are subscribed to the unemployment office because you get every month. You renew that you're not working, so that paper counts. That if you say I'm 10 months without work, that counts for some jobs, not all of the jobs. And for a government job, that doesn't count. If you go to the city hall and stuff like that, when it's jobs that is with a contract for some months, the time that you are unemployed, it counts. But for some reason, for the government jobs, when you go to get a job that is more permanent and stuff, that doesn't count. But even though that doesn't count, for some reason, if you have many kids, or if you are a family with that had many kids, so if you're a parent or a kid of a family with many kids, that counts. I mean, F me, I really find it crazy that it doesn't count how long you're unemployed and without a job. So, what I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. You see, my focus. I will make envelopes now. I will show you a tutorial that I will have to do with an envelope. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Lilian. So, I don't have many points, if I may say that, because you get some points. You get points if you're a kid that your parents has many kids. You get points if you're a parent that you have many kids. You get points if you are, what was else? You get extra points. Plus, you get extra points and you can apply for more jobs if you have the English degree or foreign language degree. I can speak not so bad English, but I don't have any degree. So I can prove that I know computers because I don't have a degree. Can prove that I know English because I don't have any degree. I can prove that I know French because I don't have any degree. As a result, I can apply for jobs that they ask that, and 95% of the jobs, they ask that. They will ask, even if they ask for high school education, if there are jobs that is for high school education, they will ask English degree or foreign language degree, a computer degree, and some of them even ask for driver license, something else that I don't have. So these are jobs for museums, and I can apply to the day ones because I don't have English degree. Woohoo, yummy. You speak English better than many. Okay, yeah. Yep, dear Tsunami Rose. What else can it be since I work for her? So, I don't know if you know these envelopes. I saw these envelopes 3-4 years ago when I started watching YouTube videos, and I saw them from a card maker. So these envelopes are called disc ones or something, and you close them like that. Once one overlap the other and close like this. So it's made with 4 discs, and you can use a CD player, a jar, a plate, a lid, whatever you wish. And I have a video to upload about them. So I don't know if you have seen the trifold ideas, that they get 3 envelopes and they make a trifold. So I did my version, you know, of a trifold by making a disc trifold. And let's see how this opens. And I have to turn from what side? Open. Okay, like that. It was stuck. So this is one version of it. And this version has the envelopes closed, as you can see here. And now it's the time that my mother decided to do jobs. So, hi Laura. So this trifold, the envelopes are closed. You don't open it. And it has 3 discs that they create the envelope. So you have the opening on the top. So this is one version of it, and the other version of it, let me get this out of the way. So the other version of it, it's actually like 4 individual envelopes that you can close them. So they close like that. It's 3 individuals, not 4, that they close like this, and they completely open also. So they go like that. So we have 2 versions. Let me zoom out a bit. Maybe you can understand what I'm showing here, because I'm too zoom in because of the beads. You couldn't see in another way. And unplug the glue gun, something I always forget to do. Let me show it to you. So in this one, the envelopes, all 4 of them close. And in this one, the envelopes are glued together on the 3 sides, and they create pockets. So where did I put it? Okay, brain freeze. So let's show it to you. In this one, it's like that. So you will put your items like this. This one. The items go like this. And it's my version of a trifold. And I haven't completely filmed this because it takes a bit. And in this version, you have to open it individually. Thank you, Heather. It's not my idea for the disc envelopes. The disc envelopes are there really, really long time. I just combine them together, and it's not extremely easy to do it. It has to do a bit of thinking on how you combine them here, because as you can see, when you open it, You can see it correctly on the back. Here, for example, here, you can see here. You can see 4 individual disk insides, but you can see it closing here, but you have the connection here, and the connection is like it's one disk going in both ways. This one was a bit trickier. This one is more easy. So if you want, we can do one now. This one is like, how can I explain it? It's like doing 3 individuals and not closing them. Coins. What coins? What coins? The chains? Is it something else that you got called coins? And you can make the size of an envelope as big as you wish. Do you know what I'm using to cut my circles? This thing. But you can use a CD player, and I bet a CD player will be better because a CD player it's a bit bigger, so your envelopes will be bigger. I have used also a lid of the jar, and have the fly here, and I want to close it. So what I do is, and when you get your printables, these are Tsunamis Rose Charming Fragments. If you get some printables, let me show you what I mean. Okay, here. Some printables, you don't have an issue. It's all the page. It doesn't have a middle. It's everything. So if you cut here, 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 you have a good print. You don't care about it. It's okay. Because as you can see here, it doesn't have a line. It doesn't separate the design in the middle. So for this paper, for example, you don't have an issue. You can cut whatever you wish. But when you get most of her kits, most of printable kits, you will see that you have a defined line in the middle because it's the place that you fold your page in the middle. So you will create it and stitch it on your signature. And could you explain to me what do you mean, Laura, about making those for your coins? What is coins? Because I don't understand. Unless you mean the money coins. So, you see, I'm jumping all over the place. When you have the paper that has a design that is separated in the middle, you will take your disc and you want to make the circle in the middle. So when you fold it, even though it's different patterns, when you fold it, you will go in the crease, and half of it will go in front and half of it will go in the back, and you won't have an issue. That way, from an A4 page, you get 5 circles of this size, and this size is almost 10 centimeters, and how much that in inches? It's almost 4 inches. Depending on the size of your circle, but with that type of circle, I can get 5 if I manage to put this in the middle, so I will have a score of design. If the paper doesn't have any issue, you don't have the circle instead of, let me see, like with pen papers. Like the inches and 2 inches, but in circle size. So for the one that is, this one is more complicated. For the one that is not, the pockets are not opening and they are standard, you will need for 12 . 15 circles. So you will need 3 pages. I still think you're creative genius. I'm not. I'm just an idea and expanding it. Oh yeah, we always adjust and twist and. So what I get is I get a pencil, pencil. This is pencil. And we will find which page we want. I love this page. I really love this page. So here, there, and there. And you will draw around your circle. This. So you need 15. Oh, another thing is this type of envelopes. If you bake them big, like this one, because this one is not a small one, you have to do it on cardstock. I have created one with book page, but you can see it's very flexible. And to make it more sturdy, you know what I did? I taped it. I used washi tape. So in the back, the washi tape is sturdy like this. And in the front, what I did is I closed the envelope, placed the washi tape, and then very, very carefully cut on the openings. So you can see the washi tape from here, it's nice. But when you open it, you can see the parts that they don't have the washi tape. But when you close it, you have the full design of the washi tape. But you have to close it with the right order so you can get the design. But soft paper and paper that is printed on simple copy paper, it's not good for this type of envelopes. It needs cardstock, and I'm using cardstock for printer. It's not a heavy cardstock, but it's sturdy enough so the envelope will stay. And especially if you want to do it as a trifold, it will be more complicated, so you will need more sturdiness. It's not like these envelopes that you can use it with and do them with very, very thin paper. This envelope needs a more sturdy paper. I don't think too heavy paper, but a simple cardstock. And I'm rubbing. Yeah! What time is there, Heather? So you will take your circle item, whatever that item is. It can be a jar, it can be a lid, it can be anything. You can even, if you want to make them big, for example, you can even use your plate, the plate that you eat your candy or your fruit plate. So in this one, that is, as I told you, the dimensions of it is 4 inches. I can get 5 circles from it. So I start from the corners, hold it nicely, and just trace around with a pen. And you don't care, I don't care to do it on the other side, and I do it on the top, because I will cut it, so I don't care if the pencil is sewing. Heather, when will you go to see Joyce? I asked her, why don't you go and see Heather? And she told me that you were going to have a road trip and go and see her. Let's do the middle one. And in the middle one, I approximately put it in the center. That's dogs. And when I say center, I mean this line to be in the center of the circle. But I like this thing to be on this disc, so I'm trying to put it a bit lower so I can grab these designs. I also want on the other disc this lady. So you manipulate and move it in the way you wish. But if you see, Daisy has a lot of kits that they are the collage collage pages, as I call them, and they are pages that they are spread like that, and they don't have a middle, so you can do that. Or if you use another type of paper, like scrapbook paper that you buy, and I want this here. Let's the lady first. Oh, why? Are you in pain? Okay. Miss So, I will try to do this trifold with discs envelopes. So disc envelopes are like that. Or, oh, you know, ladies, if you have another name for this, or you can tell me the correct name of it. I don't know. I call them disc envelopes because they were originally from the lady that made them with CDs, you know. So this is the disc envelope, and one version we sell is this one. That's the disc are opening like this, and it's trifold. And the other version is this one, that the disc don't open, but you can put stuff. And I think this one is more practical for some reason. The other one is more impressive, but this one is more practical. Yes, I'm in Greece. I have an accent? What do you mean? Oh dear. You mean a British accent? Oh yeah, of course. No, I'm not in Ohio, but I'm in Greece, in Crete, in the island Crete. We call it Crete here. Heather, were you in pain and didn't sleep? Be right back, Habs. Okay. And the other one will go here. And then you leave the scraps, and because you can make embellishment with your scraps, you don't throw anything. Okay, like that. You can make embellishment with your scraps, or you can make circles with your scraps, or paper clips with your scraps, or whatever you wish with your scraps. Or you can even use them as tiny pages for teeny tiny and micro and mini journals. So now that you have created your circle, you should come. It's nice. Just be prepared for the heat. It depends on which season you will come. Now that you trace your circles, you will cut them, and your guideline will be the inside, not the outside, the inside of the circle. So let's roughly cut this one. Where are you from, Laura? Love the Pokemon, so beautiful. Well, I'm in Wind West. Where is Wind West? And what I do is, and this trick I learned it from Xanero. I think it's her YouTube name. She was having a very successful, huge YouTube channel. She was an amazing designer for Graphic 45, and she's a European lady. And I forget her name now. And he was doing a lot of fussy cutting. So a secret to fussy cut and to cut perfectly your lines is not to move your scissors. I'm doing tiny, you know, movement on my scissors. This really tiny, just to be sharp. And you move your paper. You don't move your scissors. I don't remember when I saw a crafter, and without any tools, ladies, without any marks or anything, she just took a paper and she cut the perfect circle for her scrapbook. I was, what? I can draw a perfect circle, and she cut it like that. Boom! Sorry, I'm not watching the chat for a minute. I'm trying to. I hate fuzzy cutting. Hit it. It makes my carpal syndrome have a party. Missouri, the Midwest we call it. And here's our disc. And we need 15 of those. 15 or 15. You are thinking going something. People will say, what do I know from those? Did you see that they will do the remake of Mary Poppins? Oh, and I can say, wait to see the Christopher Robin one. It will be a sad one. And I can wait to see The Great Beast and Where to Find Them, #2. I like those type of movies, the fantasy movies. Amazing Beast and Where to Find Them. How was the title? I don't remember. I'm very curious to see Mary Poppins, and I like the actors that she will play Mary Poppins. I really find her extremely beautiful, that actress. But the Christopher Robin, when I saw the trailer, I was already sad. For some reason, some movies, they break my heart, and they are not, for example, I couldn't see Peter and the Dragon, it was called. Wow, couldn't see it. I was even extremely sad, and I was crying with the dinosaur, the good dinosaur. And do you know what cartoon makes me heartbroken, and I can see it? WALL-E. I can see WALL-E. It hits me in a weird way. And there is another cartoon, I don't remember the name, that I can see. I'm aware. I don't remember Toy Story 3. But I like the line that the Skywalker was saying, to infinity and beyond. I love that line, especially in the Greek translation. I love that line. I love when you ask somebody how much you love me and they say to infinity and beyond. Beyond. I don't remember the 3. I must have seen it, but I don't remember. I love the Ice Age. Well, I love all of them. Okay, this is dark. When you trace your pen on a black surface and you can see black on black, if you move it, you can see the sign of the graphite and you can cut it. I love badminton. No. Oh, that's why I don't understand the chat. It's on top chat. I'm missing something, and I was wondering why they say sorry to each other. I did it. Stupid. When Andy left the college and gave his toys to the little girl, I don't remember that. I will look it online because every movie I see it online. Like The Notebook. Have you seen The Notebook? Has anyone seen The Notebook and didn't cry? Especially when you see a man trying to tell his wife their life story and try to make her remember, and when he has a moment of sighing and she remembers for a bit, and when they die together in bed, oh my gosh, I can cry and cry and cry and cry. I watched the movies free online on a site called Popcorn, I think. Even the latest movie, I watched them there. I want to see Ocean 8 and Book Club, but they don't have it published yet there. I found it in other places online, but it was a bad version, just a film from a phone, from the cinema for a phone. Yeah. And Michelle, what other movie I cry a lot? There is a movie, it's an English movie, I think, and there is a story about a guy that the men in his family can time travel. They have the ability to time travel. If they go in a closet, they can try and they visualize. Anyway, they can project where they want to go in their life, not in general, in their life, in their lifetime. They can time travel and they can go there, and only the men in the family can do it, and you can meet only the people that are still alive. So if somebody from your family is dead, you can see them. I don't remember the title. It's something again. There is a word again in the title. Wow, that movie! I cried and cried, and how much I wish I could try and travel. I would love to try and travel. And I was crying in that movie when his dad passed away, so he couldn't. Um, no, you could see how it was done. You could see your dead relatives, but you can see them after your son is born, something like that. I remember after they had their last kid, he couldn't see his dad, so he had to choose having a kid or seeing his dad, so he chose to have a kid. I don't remember. Hi, Susan, welcome. What is Mrs. New? Another movie I really love is Me Before You. Oh, the crying there, the crying, the crying, the crying. And that actor is so beautiful, so stunningly beautiful. Short but really, really, really beautiful. It's a UK movie and it's called Me Before You. I like UK movies and French cinema. Oh my gosh, I love French movies and Spanish cinema. I don't want to cut the space. I like that. Yep, this. And you see, I have to cut this beautiful rose, and I don't want to because if you cut it like this, you lose the roses. Damn. Damn. I will cut this one. Oh yes, Dumbo, Dumbo. Oh my gosh, the crying, the crying. I do a lot of crying in cartoons. The crying in Dumbo, the crying, the crying, the crying, the crying. And generally, I love movies with elephants. What was I think not Hugh Jackman, with it was with who it was a movie last year or this year that it was with the ones that the movie was the leading man was the one that played the Twilight, the leading actor from Twilight. The leading lady was a blonde lady, and she was married to the owner of a circus. And the owner of the circus was abusing the elephant. Yes, the water of elephants. Wow, Miss Michelle, you get me, you get me. I was crying for that movie just when they abused the elephants. I love the movie Chocolate. What do you mean? Ah, you love the movie Chocolate. Yeah, I like that. Nice music, but it's not a French movie. Nice music, nice landscape. I have seen those also. I cried a river with St. Vincent. You know, you mean Vincent Van Gogh, the movie for Van Gogh? I haven't seen a tree grows. Who is Mr. Newer? Can you send me a link? I will try to find it. Haven't seen a tree grows. I don't. You know, we have in Greece we have different titles for most of them. So even if you, for example, when you told me a title, many times we have it here differently. So I don't understand what you mean. Yeah, I love old movies. I think that the old movies of Hollywood are way, way, way better than the ones that they have now. I really love old Hollywood movies and the musicals. Those wow, those huge scale musical with tons and tons of people dancing. But I love all black and white movies like Sarlo and Charlie Chaplin. You call it Charlie Chaplin. I love it. Love him. And he had such a strong political um, opinion. And you could see Charlie Chaplin, for example, in a scene when he's playing with a balloon that is like the shape of the world, and he's supposed to be like Hitler, and he's playing with the balloon, you know. Or when he did the one with the beggar, the homeless. Wow, he had such amazing movies that they were making you think, not, you know, pointless. I like when a movie makes you think. That's what I like about a movie. Golden Podgate, Kleenex, The Dictator, yeah. Where was I on the screen? How did you came up with that? I'm not beautiful. I hope you couldn't see my washed hair on the screen and my orange boobies. I'm wearing an orange t-shirt and I hate that orange. I don't like orange. Some colors I don't like them. Did you know what were Charlie Chaplin and Bronco Billy filmed some of their silent movies pre-Hollywood? Wow. The only fact that I didn't like about Charlie Chaplin is that he loved women in a weird way and underage women. He was very stable. But there also, it was remarkable how he did the kid on his 80 or something. 86 it was when he had his last kid. But most of his women were underage. I don't like that. I hate about I hate that about guys that they can do kids when they get older and older and older and they don't have issues, and women can be mother at only at a certain age. That's why men don't worry about marriage. Oops. Can watch movies that I may cry at. No, a good cry, it's very healing. Very healing. Very therapeutic. I have a bad issue, and I remember George was telling me I relate a lot with some characters. I really relate a lot, and you know, he was laughing with me. Another good movie to see is Gandhi. Oh my gosh, that movie and his life in general, not just the movie. Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. It's a big movie. It lasts a long time. It's 2, 3 hours. 3 hours, I think. But it's an amazing movie, and it's it's remarkable the structure and the character of that man and his action. Some men are really a bless for humanity, and some are. Mm-mm. Another weird twist taste. Hello, Fiona. How are you? Yeah, I don't like scary movie either. I don't like scary movie. When I was in high school, my mother's idea was to see almost all the series of Freddy Krueger. You know. Oh, and at some point, his elbow broke, and a cockroach hand appeared. And I was walking like that. I was holding my elbows like that. I couldn't walk on. I was holding my elbows. Or the Chucky. Oh, the Chucky. Hello, Jen. How are you? Welcome. The Chucky movies. Oh my God. I couldn't see a plastic doll ever again. I wasn't, a huge fan of the dolls, never. I was more of the teddy bears and stuffed animal and, that type of toys, not on the plastic girls like Barbie and stuff. But after that, after Chucky, I was watching plastic girls with a different I like thrillers that are psychological thrillers, like The Sixth Sense. I love The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Wow, I love that. And at the end, that you realize that Bruce Willis is also dead. Wow, loved it, loved it, loved it. It was one of the shocking things, like when you read the Dorian Gray, the portrait of Dorian Gray, and at the end you realize that Dorian Gray doesn't age and his portrait age and he kills his portrait and they find him. It was a shocking book. The same thing, it was one of the shocking movies, The Sixth Sense, because at the end you realize that Bruce Willis is dead, and I loved it. How are you, Fiona? Yeah, what's the point? What's the point? We have enough. We have enough. First of all, I don't like killing, so I don't like action movies. I don't like gun movies. I don't like horror movies. I don't like thrillers. What's the point? We have enough sadness and stress and negative life in our lives to focus on that bad thing. On top of that, I think those type of movies and video games, for example, they get you to be tolerant and not to realize when you see violence in real life and you think it's like a movie. Have you seen, for example, lately that when something bad happens on the street, like a car accident, somebody hits somebody, somebody abused somebody, the people get their cell phone and they film it. They don't go there to help. They get their cell phone and they film it. Hello, Susan Baker, welcome. What's that? What's that? You get your cell phone and film it instead of going to help. So it makes you think like, okay, it's nothing, and I don't like that. They don't. They. It's like you think when you see something in real life that it's a movie. That's why I don't like movies and stuff or video games that they make you more tolerant to violence. And what's the productive? How your soul is benefit from a movie that will scare you, or it's violent, or it's you won't laugh. You won't laugh. You won't. I don't know how does it make you a better person? How your soul is benefit from it? I don't get it. That's why I don't watch those type of movies. I like comedies. I like a good laugh. It's nice to have a good laugh. How are you, Fiona? How are you, Susan? What's your news, ladies? Yes, I agree. Some of these books. I don't have an issue if the movie is too erotic or something. I don't have that issue. I don't have that close brain. I just don't like movies that are abusive or horror or something. I don't get what it offers me, how it makes me feel better. How? Plus, you know a trick because I watch them everything online. When you don't see some movies, when you don't see them on the big screen, they lose big part of their power. Another trick is when you're watching horror movies or stuff, turn off the sound. they play with your brain with the music. So if you turn off the sound, you say, what? Charlie Chaplin claimed he slept with over. Wow. Um, like Tracy. Oh, how much? Not Tracy. How was the called? How it's called? Bennett's Annette Bennett's husband. How it's called? That he has slept with thousands and thousands and thousands of women, like they are taxis or something, and they count how many claims they had. Like they are cars and they count kilometers. And if a woman comes and say, "Oh, I have slept with 2,000 men," they will call her, you know, that he has no morals. But if a man comes and say, "Oh, I slept with 2,000 women," they will give him a medal. That's a fair word, a really fair word. I'm not listening, but I have thought that very same thing. I will extract more tolerance. Yep. Mm, I like to see fantasy and I like to see imagination when I see a movie, and I like to be touched in the emotions and in the brain. I like to make me think, or at least say, okay, that had a lot of imagination, or that was funny, that made me laugh, and not stupid funny, no ha ha ha, real cold jokes funny. Oh gosh, I don't like those type of movies. Some comedies, it's after you see them, you say, huh? Oh gosh, I waste my time. Warren Beatty, yes, Warren Beatty. Oh gosh, you're expert on Charlie Chaplin. Laura, I see them online. I see everything online. And I have two sites, and I don't download them. No, I don't download them. The one site that I'm watching has a lot of European cinema, so it has a lot of French movies there, and I really, really love that. But it has a lot of pop ups, with ads when you try to click and see the movie. So you will have to click 4 or 5 windows in the beginning. And the other side, I see you download the application and you have it on your computers. So you don't download any movie after that. You can see tons and tons of serials and TV shows and movies, and they are in extremely good quality. And most of them have subtitles for if they are, because they have tons, for example, Indian movies. Oh, I love Indian movies. Oh, I love Bollywood. I love it. All the dancing and the clothes. Oh gosh. After you start crafting, did you start watching, seeing clothes with another eye? Like every clothes you see, from a wedding dress to a shirt, I can use that. And when you see oh, Indian movies and it's Bollywood and it's dancing and stuff, oh my gosh, the blinks, and more blinks, the blinks, 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 blinks heaven, and they have some serious, nice movies also, some serious cinema. They are really good. So I see them online. I don't pay a ticket to see them. When really concerns me, incredibly realistic role playing games where a player goes around shooting. Oh, jeez. And now the virtual reality is totally. it's a different way. It's not behind the sex, drugs, and rocket drawers. It was a philosophy. It was poetry. See, for example, Jim Morrison. It was poetry. See Beatles. See Jimi Hendrix. See Rolling Stones. See Bob Marley. There was a philosophy. There were people that were putting their minds and thinking. See Bob Dylan. They were putting their minds, and their minds were working, and they were making art, and they were making, they were trying to build a philosophy, even though they're have a huge profits from all that industry. But now it just stay on the surface. Everything stay on the surface, and it's different. It's not the romantic that it was in the 40s and 50s. It's not the ideas or the spirituality that it was in the 70s. After the 80s and 90s, it all came down. See, for example, the role models. What is now a role model, and what was a role model when you were in high school? If you ask a teenager now, a role model is Kim Kardashian. If you ask a teenager, if you ask somebody that was teenager in the 70s, 60s, 80s, and 90s, a role model was, a poet or singer or something that did something, not that is, just take a camera and has a YouTube and we see how he goes potty and how he eats and how he does nothing. And now which one I'm saying about clothing. Yeah, yeah, I want me to. People barely wear clothes these days. The only way a fan will help you if you are standing, it's just standing in front of it. Because even if it's too hot, when you sweat, the fan will make the sweat on your skin freeze. And that makes you feel colder. That's how the fan works, but it has to hit directly to you. If it's just a fan in the room, it's pointless. Imagine that when I'm sleeping, I have a fan hitting on me. I have a fan 24/7 hitting on me. Anyway, so when I'm sleeping, the fan is hitting on me. And if I'm sleeping and the fan hits here on the back and the center and doesn't hit the head, my head is sweating extremely, like it's rain, like I washed it. And I wake up and the pillow is covered with sweat. It's the role model that you have. The role models that you have. That's the thing for me. That's what I believe. Because now you see, for example, now with YouTube, people will say, "Oh, what's the point of going and getting degrees and doing this and doing that and spending years and years in school and study and do this and do that?" When you have a YouTuber with no profession, with no education, without any specifically, role, and he will go and act pretty and put some makeup or play some video games, and boom, he will get the money that some others won't have in their lifetime. So why become a doctor when you can become a YouTuber or something else, something similar, Was hushed and hidden. Yeah, I don't idolize it and say that, oh, in the past, in the 50s, I'm not a past lover, in the 40s, in the 50s, or no, 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 it was under the carpet, but it was also some parts of life were way better about, you know, role models, I'm telling you. Is the paper that you use. The page is a copy paper, an A4. It's the simple size of copy paper. And the print is almost full size. And if you see, it has a bit of gap because I didn't leave it to be full on the paper. I leave it to be a normal size so I won't lose the edges. I don't know if I make any sense. Mars went away with the covering. It's all about the money, if you ask me. Money and power. The more greedier you are, the more money you want, the less, feelings you have, and the less you care about who you will hurt or what damage you will do to the environment, to Earth, to people, to others. You don't care. You don't care. Some people, all they care is materials. Materials, materials, materials. And the more you get, the more you want. Like, if you get a gazillion Chanel bags and a gazillion Louboutin shoes or a gazillion Ferraris, you will be happier and happier. It's not real happiness. That's why, because it's not real happiness, it makes them want more and more and more and more, because it doesn't really fulfill your soul. It doesn't make your soul to upgrade. So you will see people in third world, as you say it, and kids playing with mud on water and be more happy than a kid with a gazillion toys. You will always want the next and the next and the newest and the newest and the newest. It's my opinion. Everyone has their opinion, but yep, 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 yep. I was my laptop has an issue, and so I was starting watching YouTube from the phone, and I wasn't connected to my account, so they were popping some idiot, you know, from YouTube video suggested. So I watched a series of videos. I didn't watch the videos. I was watching the suggestions, and it was a series of videos that they were playing with the image. So they were having the picture that that it goes on the first of the video, and the picture was applying sex. So those videos that had photos that they were applying sex, they have millions of views. 41 million of views. It was one lady that was catching fish with her hand, and the photo before the video was showing her. He was wearing a very open cleavage and a very short skirt. And while he was digging in the water, it was a guy behind her, like he was doing something to her. So that picture was applying sex. So that picture, and when you open the video, it was just showing a woman fishing, had 61 millions of views. That 61 millions of views is 61,000 in your pocket. Oh, sorry, Fiona, you just got there. Here. So Fiona, there are these envelopes. They are called discs, disc envelopes, or I don't know how else they called it. If you have any suggestions, that just tell me. And you make them with circles, and you can make them with any size of circles you can. I think you can make it with tiny ones. I think I have made one with really tiny one. Lara, was it you that called them coins? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Lara, was it something like this, like you ask? Can you see how tiny this one? And this one actually is made. Let me show you what it made. We can do one now, right away. We have the paper here, the scraps. So I'm making this envelope, and we'll make them as a trifle. This one is opening like that in three sections. Can you see? But I won't close it now correctly now because I'm too lazy. But this one, if you see, it doesn't open like that, but it has the pockets standard like this. So it's a different version. Can you see here? It's a pocket. It's a pocket. And it's a pocket. It's a different version of the trifle envelopes. So let's do one of these, the tiny ones, so I can show it to you. Let's make one with the tiny. So you see, I'm all over the place. My head is all over the place. I was cutting circles and now I stop and do something else pointless. So you fold the circle in the middle and then you score and use whatever you wish. Bone folder or whatever you have to score your nails, whatever you have. You fold them in the middle and then you distress them. It's only flat. You fold them in the middle. Is there something that you will say that I will give my life for it? What will you give your life? To say, okay, I want to live this or experience this or do this, and after I want to die immediately. I don't care if I die immediately. So now we take your glue, and first you take your distress thinking. Where's Angela? She's a distress lover. She loves that. Oops. Oopsie daisy. My hands are not made for delicate stuff. And you just do it. Little young girl from me, last one, if could just find someone to pinch. And each circle punch got to make 86 coins will be, yeah. This one, I think it's 1 inch. So the 2.5 inch will be great. Now this one, I think it's 1 inch. So the 2.5 will be great circles. Not too tiny like this thing. So this is side, down, side, up. This doesn't match, but who cares? So, oh, and another trick, what I did with this is, can you see here? You can make them as corners for your book. And if you paint them metallic, they can be metallic corners for your book. So when you do this, and in order to have them straight, let's find a piece of paper. So in order to have them straight, I found a nice piece of paper that has a 90 degrees corner, and I put them like that. So I come and take this in the edge, and then put the other one, and they are both on the edge, and now it's nice and in the right place. And now you put your glue. And wipe the excess. So you have your 90 degrees, and we will do the same with the other one. Like this. So we have here and here a mind frame. With the quality of my video, I bet you can't see anything, but you know, use your imagination. Because I have extreme high engine speed, and super fast computer that process the stuff. So I know you're blown away by the quality of the streams. Don't be jealous, don't be jealous. So corner, and some glue on the edge. There's here, and like that. This corner here, this corner here. One side should be above and the other side should be below and overlapping. So it will create like a wheel, like a pinwheel thingy. Okay. That's it. Let it dry a bit. Photographic evidence and notice there are weaknesses needed. Craft tables have tops. What do you mean? I was thinking no, circle patch will save baristas. I will give my life for my kids or hubby. As soon as I can find the top of my craft table, I'll give this a try. Guinness Book of World Record alert. Craft table so tall. So, here, here, and here. Oops. That's it. That's a tiny one. Can you see? Teeny, teeny, bitty, tiny one. That's Angie's stuff that she loves, teeny, teeny, bitty, tiny. So you can make one for her and send her a letter there. To you attach to make a 301. Oh, yep. So we have to, okay. Just make 3 of them, Misal. and glue the 3 sides. Don't attach the 4th side yet. Let me cut this. So if you make 3 pockets, 3 have each envelope wants 4 circles, okay? If you prepare them, you will glue 3 of them together, 3 of the circles together to create an envelope, but you won't glue the 4th side. You will leave it like that. On the 4th side, you will have an extra circle, and let me cut this so I can explain. Should I cut the rest of them, or should I give you an example with the ones that I already have cut? Because we can make 2 with the ones I already have, so you will get the idea. Sorry, I'm really slow. Please pray for the 3 young children. I will try to cut them fast, this one. Oops. And before you glue them, you distress them. It's the easiest way. That way you will also have the nice effect on the back when it's like a pinwheel. Okay, 2 more. Oh, you stress me. Normally, if you want to make 1 envelope, you will use 4 discs. But if you want to make the one that it has already glued the pockets, you know, and doesn't open, you will need 50 discs. For the other one, you need way more discs. You will need 4 more discs. I don't remember now how many discs I have put. I have to count them. But one has 50 discs, and I think the other has 18 discs. But if you use it printable paper, it's more economical than using. But you can get, for the US lady, they can get for $1, you know, from the bin for $1 paper that is very cheap and stuff. They have cheap ways to find nice craft paper there. Okay, so I'm rushing because of you. I'm starting to sweat from the stress. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Just a minute. Oof. Did it, made it. Gee. I sweated. So let me explain. We will take our circles, fold it in half. You have to distress the edges. Yeah. I'm trying to work according to the design, so I won't cover the. I won't see some of the designs. So you're working according to this. That's, for example, where you can see the lady. Okay, this one can go like this. And this one can go like this. Side, this one is ready. And this one is mine. And this one goes here. This. Nope, didn't fold it correctly because you can see the line here. Stupid. So tessera. So you will have 4 packs of 4, 3 packs of 4, sorry. 1, 2, 3 packs of 4, and you will have 3 extras. So let me show to you, Jeez. You will create your 3. And you will look what the design hits you in the eye better, so what you want to cover, what not. So you have one envelope here, you glue that. You have one envelope here. Let's start. Now I want this to be above, this top. So you have one envelope here, and the 4th envelope here, envelope number 4, like that. 3, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Those you will glue them together correctly. That's it. Then this one will go here, this one here. Look in the design. This one here. So the ones that will be your 4th, you will glue 2 together, but from one side. Let me show it to you. Let me remember also how I did it. So you will glue both sides. Let's start with the lower one. So you won't get confused because I'm brain farting. You have to use your glue sticks. It's the best thing that you can do now. It's the fastest. Now you have to distress it, but I won't waste your time distressing it. Hello, Tricia. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'll glue this one. Like that. And I told you the secret with the other paper that you can put like this. so you will know it's balanced. You have one corner, you go to the other one. The other one will be on top like this, okay? So you put glue here, and you come like this. Oops. Fix it, fix it, fix it. You can use the lines in your craft mat to make sure that you glue it straight, because if you don't glue it straight, you will have issues later. So let's see, this is straight from here, straight, straight, straight. So the next one, let's put the yellow one. For the next one, we will glue here. This is glue. And here. So we have the next one, and the part that will be on the lower like this. So for the next one is this, not glue straight. So in order to connect the two envelopes to make the trifold, you will glue like this the lower part. You will glue it inside, but this will go inside these marches. You will glue this like that inside, but the other one, it will be gluing like it's another part of the trifold, like this. This will go like this here, for example. Am I making any sense? So this will connect. We don't glue this here yet. We will glue the other part there. So the one that will be inside, we will glue it to be inside, so inside we will look nice. I'm good, Tracy. How are you? Tracy, yes. The one that will be inside, so we will see nice the inside because it won't open. We won't glue it overlapping. We'll glue it both sides in. But the other one that will be outside of the disc, we will glue half of it, only half of it, and we will glue it like it's a pinwheel, like we normally do for the others, if I'm making any sense. So let's put glue. So here we will put glue to the inside, and I'm just matching the designs. And we will put glue and we'll fold it and make sure it goes nicely and crisp it. How do you call that? So that's the in front. In front, now you can see, you can see a pocket that is created. You can see your pocket normally. Can you see? Oops, it's unglued. Let's put glue again. Jeez, when you're live streaming. When you do it, I will do a tutorial in, you can have a better image and all that stuff when I do a tutorial. When you glue it and you have your pockets, now I realize what I did wrong. Geez, I'm stupid. I'm putting the glue on the wrong place. Anyway, I'm putting the glue in the wrong place, so I don't have to put the glue here, otherwise we won't create our pocket. Duh. So this will go like that. So duh. You see, I don't remember how I did it. Okay. Let's see the back first. The back will go like this. So the back will go like that. So we're going to glue here and glue here. That's correct so far. That's correct. The other one was a mistake. And now we'll go, first you will put the back and then the front. And now we'll go and put glue here. Duh. Sorry for not watching. You see me, so you stress me. It's Michelle's fault. And put it all the way down and glue it. You will leave this open, the higher part. The lower part is like that. So as you can see here, we already created our pocket. Don't worry, we already created our pocket. So because I glue it wrong, as you can see, this circle doesn't match the other one, but we don't worry about that. We just trim around it and we'll match the circles. Sorry for the lousy tutorial. So we have an opening here. Okay. As I told you, you glue your 3 sides. Oops, this one. You glue your 3 sides, and you glue your 4 sides in the back, and in the front you put just an extra circle. So now for this one, you are already having this one to be half of your circle. So you will go here. And what paper I want? Okay, let's use this. So here we go like this. Close it so you will be line it here. And the other side will overlap, so you go like this here. Yep, and you close it so you line it. And you put glue here and create your pocket. And then for this part, you will glue it here and here. So I want not to color here, this one. So close it and put glue here and put glue here. So you close your back, and in front you make it like it's normal, and in front you will come and put a circle like that. You see? And you put glue on the lower part of your circle. Am I making any sense now? And put it there and close it like this. Can you see? Am I making any sense? Don't worry, I'm teasing you. So your first one, you will do it like it's normally done. The first one, you will do it like it's normally done, and then you will come in front and glue another circle in front, but only on the lower part. And then on the second one, you will have the 2 flaps, these ones. So you create the other one, the next one. And I didn't put this right. Yep, I didn't put this right. Yep. No, it didn't. It came like this. Here it is. Sorry. Yep. I told you we'll make a tutorial that will make it more clear. So you have 1, 2. Let's go to the third one. The third one. So glue here. And you close it, so you will line it. And glue here. And if I wasn't in a rush like this, you will see and see how your designs, some papers can match, can stay like this. Your design you can see like that, other you can see like this. So the papers that you see the design like this, you will put them like that, and then others that you will see the design like this, you will put them on the side, and you will try to match your paper. But I got a bit, stressed, so I didn't do it correctly. I apologize. So here, let's put that here. Trying to find a nice design. So we'll put glue here, put that there, and line it. So it will be like that. And press it, and then put glue here. Like this. So we have 1, 2, 3. And now we'll go for the closer here. Let's see. Okay. I will go like this. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Like this. So we line it. Glue here. Glue here. Press it down. And now come and put glue here and paper here. Like that. And this one we close it completely. This one will go completely, and this one we put it inside, so like that. So glue there, okay. And close first, okay. And that was it, as you can see. And this one will close it. We will put also glue here, sorry, because we don't put another one on top. And you should distress it before you glue them. And now you will come and crease them nicely, because it's a bit bulky from all this paper. And if you do it more carefully, you don't make it, you will make it straight, not like this one. And now we'll come here. And as you can see, I made another mistake. Mistake. Wow, I can't believe it. How come? So if you see here, the circle here, this one is smaller than the other circle there. So a trick is to decorate it. That way you hide it. Everything you decorated, you hide the ugliness. Another trick is to cut the outside circle a bit bigger. Another thing I did here is that I put a button in this one, so a button in this one, and in order to do that, you open it, you find it, and I stitch the button here, nothing fancy. Bye bye Fiona, take care. And I use the flower there, and I created this closure that we do with the code. So that was it. But if you do it relaxed with your time, it won't be messy like mine. I told you I will do a normal tutorial for this one and for this one. So you will know both of them. I will do 2 different tutorials. This one has 3 extra circles compared to this one, because as you can see, this one opens, every circle opens, and you can do it with double side printed paper, so your inside will be nice and pretty and won't be like this, it won't be a white like this. So this one has an extra circle for its fold. That's the issue. I will do a more, I will do a slow tutorial, but you can see it. And hello, Patty, how are you? Thank you there, Jean. So sorry for the crappy tutorial. I just wanted to do a live stream and show you. Oh, and Tracy. This one is not glued yet, so I can sew that. Where's Tracy? Can you see? This may interest you. Thank you, Miss Elden. Sorry for the crappy way of showing you. Can you see them? These are blinks that you can make with pearls and beads and use them for your sub-basic project. And as you know, most of you know Tricia, sorry. Tracy is Tricia. Oh, I'm killing your name, sorry. And she makes amazing little sub-basic, and she makes amazing. She has a beautiful sub-basic project, and she makes amazing flowers. Her tutorial about flowers are a huge hit. So I didn't distress them. Anyway, I will cut more circles. But the other one I did, as you can see here, the circles, what I mean, I can show you. As you can see here, this circle here will match there. Can you see? When I close it, the 2 circles meet correctly. In this one, the 2 circles, because I did it in a lousy way, the 2 circles doesn't meet here correctly. This circle doesn't meet correctly with this one. But in this one, it's more matching and it's more balanced to the eye, if I make any sense. So, because it's extremely late now, it's 1:30 in the morning, I will close it. I just wanted to come and hang out with you, nothing much, and I will close it and leave you so you can go and see other ladies and other live streams and have fun, like this one. And this one's a bit weird because it's with crystals. Thank you. I will have I have already a tutorial on how to make I haven't uploaded yet. I have already done a tutorial on how to make the simple disc. Okay, how do I call this these envelopes? Disc envelopes. How do I call it? I don't have it published yet because I don't know the name of it. I have put it unlisted because I don't know the name of it. Disc envelopes or something else. How you call this? So I have already a tutorial about that, and I have to make a tutorial about the trifold, and two different ones for two different ways. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for being here and for keeping me company and spending the night with me. We will speak soon, I hope. Hugs and kisses. And bye-bye. You want to tell me everything before I leave? Otherwise, I will leave and try to kill the fly. I will be very busy killing the fly. Very interesting Saturday night. Is it Saturday night or Friday night? Friday night. I don't even know what day is it. All the days are the same. So thank you, Christy. Oh, thank you for being here. I didn't see you before. Were you here before? Oh, so sorry if I miss you. Sorry if I miss you. Thank you, Miss Sol. You're too sweet. Anyway, hugs and kisses, everyone. And I really, 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 really thank each and everyone that was here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. We'll speak soon. Have a nice night, day, or whatever is your time. Bye-bye.